What's going on, family? Black Steel from Black Steel Entertainment, the home of the independent artists. And this is another episode of the 38th Village podcast. I would like to thank everybody for coming through. Just trying to get all the technical difficulties out of the way so we could get this thing started right. I'm trying to get everything situated. Trying to get everything situated so we can see what's going on here, alright? I was trying to share it inside of a group. Half, what's up, man? Good morning, good morning. So, just trying to get some things situated. Oh, let me get this started too. One-man band. Got that going. Just give me 1 second. All right, that's gonna be a little better now. Trying to get everything situated. Good morning. I know you see a little different background. This is the new background. We're trying to do a little something different. What's up, Unc? I see you in here this morning. Good morning. But thank you for coming through again today. Showing some love to me and my podcast. Just trying to do what I do. Today is February 26, 2019. Just trying to make things happen. I'm good, Unc. Just chilling. I'm good. Just trying to get things started this morning. Try to shake off the cobwebs and all that. Good morning, Geneva. Good morning. Like I said, just trying to shake off the cobwebs. A little tired, still trying to recover from being a little sick from after my vacation. Came back to not feeling too well, but other than that, I'm good. So we just trying to see what's going on today. Today's topic is relationship problems. I see that from talking to a lot of y'all that there's a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on that need some help. A lot of things. I'm no expert, but I do work hard to try to make mine right. Everybody's going to have problems. All relationships have problems. So it's not like you can avoid them. But for the most part, you can try to make a little cushion or whatever you want to call it to try to make it a little more acceptable, I guess, when you get these problems, or ways to try to soften the blow from it. But I was reading something where they said that millennials are the main reason why the divorce rates are low right now. Millennials and Gen X, they said that they are the ones that are the reason for the low divorce rates right now. Good morning, sis. Now, I can somewhat agree, and their reasons is because that millennials and Gen X are starting to choose their mates wisely. They are trying to get their careers and everything settled first before they jump into a marriage and all of that. But me, yes, that's a part of it, and that's a large portion of millennials and Gen X that they are trying to get everything straight before they jump into a marriage. But is the other part to that, and I feel like it's a lot of young people right now, millennials and Gen X, that are not that they're choosing not to be in a relationship, they're doing too much. They're involved with too many people at one time, and this is why they're not getting married. Because everybody's trying to have sex with everybody, and they're not trying to really focus on one particular relationship. And this is why the divorce rate is low. Because also, not only is the divorce rate low in America, the marriage rate is low as well. And that's because Yes, they are choosing to be a little different now when they're not trying to get married so fast and trying to make sure their careers are set before they start getting married and having kids and all that. Yes, there's a good majority, is a good portion rather of millennials and Gen X that are doing that. No, I mean they're choosing better. But then there's ones that's not choosing at all. They're not making good decisions at all, and they're out here just having sex with everybody and not thinking about no marriage. That's a lot. That's a lot of problems right now. People from like 45 and under is a lot of people that's very promiscuous. They're not out here trying to settle down. So this is why, partially why um the divorce rate is low. But like I said, also the marriage rate is low in America because nobody's making these decisions to actually settle down. That's my opinion, and I should have looked up the statistics on that because you just watch how these kids do right now, especially being down here in Atlanta, where they saying that the AIDS epidemic down here is equivalent to a third world country. That's crazy. And that's partially because these kids out here are just having sex with everybody. Everybody's just having fun. They popping pills and they just doing everybody. They just doing everybody. So, of course, they're not thinking about no relationship because they're always high. So, of course, the divorce rate going to be low. The marriage rate is going to be low because this is not what they're thinking about doing. So, like I said, experts say that it's the millennials that's making it making the statistics low and all that stuff, but they saying that it's because they choosing their partners more wisely, and that's why people are not getting divorced. They're staying together longer and all that. The whole thing is, after you get a certain age and you washed up, what else is it to do but to say, okay, I'm going to chill now. Hey, Latasha, how you doing? But after that, like, after they so washed up, so it's like, what else to do but to get into a relationship? Hey, I love being married. I love having somebody to come home to. I love the fact that I don't have to worry about trying to please multiple people because that used to drive me crazy that I gotta have a lie for this one, a lie for that one. After a while, it's like, yo, it drains you. Good morning, Ansel. Good morning. It's draining. So yes, there are some millennials and Gen X that are making better choices, and they're deciding not to be they're deciding not to get into a relationship right now because they want their careers and everything to be straight first and financial to be straight first. Yes, there is some of them out there that's doing that, but there are a vast number of Gen X and millennials that's having sex everywhere that they're not thinking about being in a relationship. And this is why the divorce rate and marriage rate is low in America right now because of those two sides of the coin. Excuse me. But what happens once you're in a relationship? What was keeping the divorce rate up in the past? Because they said over a few decades it'd be getting lower and lower, and more people been staying together longer. But how many marriages are you counting? That's the question. How many marriages are you counting? But it was they had like the top 10 relationship problems, and some of them I agree with, some of them I don't. But I don't think it should be the top 10. Rather, it's a relationship problem, but I just didn't think it was part of the top 10 reasons. And of course, you know, in every relationship, no history is passed down. What exactly do you mean by that, Ansel? Because I'm trying to see, because it'd be like a little delay in what I say and when y'all hear it. So sometimes I'm a little off of what you responded to. So it'd be a little better if you could put a little more info in there. But like I was saying, that they saying that that's the reason why. But once you get in a relationship, what's next? You know what I mean? What's going to keep y'all from not breaking up? What's going to cause y'all to break up? What's going to keep y'all from not breaking up? How can you fix these things? How can you fix these things? Because it's like it's a lot of things that going to come into play. Life in general is going to cause a major problem. Okay, I got you on that. Yes, it's kind of hard to teach somebody how to love if you haven't been loved. If you haven't been loved and you don't love yourself, it's hard to teach somebody that. So from the further it got down, like our generation, which they call the millennials, about 45 and under, I think 45 till about 35 or somewhere around there, or 30 or something like that. They call the millennials. Now, our parents, I mean, they some of them were so rough. They had rough childhoods as far as their parents being extra strict, especially coming from um, the civil rights movement and all that age. You know what I mean? So it's totally different. They was really rough on them. So they didn't feel loved, a lot of them, because I've talked to a lot of older people that just felt like their parents were too rough and too controlling and too this and too that they didn't feel loved. And I guess the parents were just trying to teach them how to be strong for how the society was going to treat them. And we do some of that too, because we all falling in the same area. Baby mother and father is the new trend. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That uh that's my baby mother, that's my baby father. Even that word, them statements or whatever you want to call it, them titles are, to me, that's demeaning and destructive. Because people just want to be a baby mother, a baby father. To just call me that, it's like, yo, I'm more than that. I'm more than that. Yeah, you have to learn to compromise, and you really have to really have to work on it. You really have to work on it. Now, it's like, we all know that in relationships, one of the major problems that we be having is financial problems. What's up, Sean? How you doing? It's financial problems. That a lot of relationships go down because of financial problems. Sometimes it's like, it could be she makes more than me, he makes more than me, whatever the case is. And then it'd be, oh, these bills are piling up, this is happening, and the stress from that can cause relationships to crumble. But, if you really take your vows serious and you say, from better or for worse, you have to fight through that. You shouldn't just let that problem be the end of your relationship. So it's a lot of compromise though with relationships. You have to. And like I said, the financial problems, what I mean, just trying to provide for your family. And as a man, I know a lot of that be ego and pride, because a man want to be, I'm talking about a man, a real man, not somebody that's just claiming to be a man. I'm talking about a man that really wants to be there for his family, really feel that he's supposed to be the provider, and he's supposed to be the protector, the one who makes sure everything's okay. That man is going to feel bad if he's not able to protect and do what he got to do for his family. If he's not able to feel like a man, it's going to be problems in the relationship. It's going to be problems in the relationship because he don't want to be the one at home watching the kids and doing it. He don't want to be that. That man don't want to be that. He want to be the one who's going to take care of his family. So if he's unable to do that, it's going to be problems in the relationship, especially if the woman don't recognize and try to understand where he's coming from. It's going to be problems in the relationship because he's going to feel inadequate. He's going to feel like he's not a man. He's going to feel that way. So if your man is that kind of man, and he's telling you, and if he's telling you this is what the situation is, you should really take heed to that, because if you downplay his feelings on that, most likely he's gonna be gone soon. He's gonna be gone soon because y'all gonna have a lot of problems, because that's gonna keep bothering him. That's gonna keep bothering him. He need to be the man. I'm not talking about like a narcissistic type of situation. I'm just talking about really the pride and ego of a man that really wants to do for his family is strong. So if he's denied that, it's not going to be a good look. Yeah, I agree, because as a man, you of course you got to be strong and all this type of stuff to be there for your family and to do what you got to do. And you also get the compassion and everything from your mother and stuff like that. So yes, both parents should be there to be able to instill the right things into a man and make him be grow into a man. Because being around my mother, I know how to treat a woman. So, and how to be a man for a woman. Yes, we all, I ain't gonna say all of us, because everybody is not the same, but a lot of us tend to not pay attention to those things, and we go about it a whole nother way and just mess up. And then we got to correct ourselves and get back on track to where we're supposed to be, instead of just treating the female messed up and, you know what I mean, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, and sometimes even physical abuse, sexual abuse. Is some people really don't know how to be. But that goes back to what I said a few minutes ago on your other comment, Ansel, that a lot of people, like you said, they got to be taught. But if you never was taught this yourself, or you never felt this, or you never fought to have this, how can you teach anybody? If it's not in you, you can't teach nobody. That's like teachers. They go to school so they can learn how to teach people. If you never learned it yourself, never felt it yourself, you can't teach anybody that. I agree with you to an extent, I agree with you far as a woman need to stop trying to think like a man. Okay. But the sad thing is, the reason why I disagree is, the sad thing is, a lot of women are forced to think like a man. They are forced because the men are not there. A lot of us grew up in single parent homes. A lot of us may have grew up, like I'm talking about myself right now, grew up in a house that, you know what I mean, my mother was there and I had a stepfather there. But to me, it could have been more of him being involved, more involvement. You know what I mean? He was there. You know what I mean? He gave a little quotes and stuff like that and little advice and stuff like that. But I feel like he should have been more present in us growing up. He was present physically, but to try to teach somebody something that wasn't there. You know what I mean? So a lot of women are forced to be to think like a man because men are not there, and even the ones who are there are not playing the man role. So somebody has to play that spot. Somebody has to take that spot. And it's sad that it's put on women's shoulders. It's really sad. Because if anybody believe in the Bible says the man's supposed to be the head of the household and the woman's supposed to be his supporter. But when it's the opposite, when the woman is doing everything and the man is playing a supportive role, she got to do what she got to do. Women are born nurturers. They're born to take care of the family in that way. So if they see it's a part that's lacking and the kids are suffering, they're going to step in. They're going to step in. So it's up to us as men to play our part so they don't have to play both parts. They wouldn't have to play both parts if we played ours. And it's sad that that's a generational thing that's being passed down. That we learn from our fathers not being there, so we don't be there. I'm saying we as men, period. I'm not talking about me, because I always made sure that that's one thing that I always focus on, is being the best father I could be. You know what I mean? So I'm talking about in general. And that still comes from, like I said, it's a generational thing. She probably stopped the stepfather from being there because she already done filled that void. She already done got to that point. Now she needs help. She needs help to build herself up to the point where she knows that she can let go. That she can let go and be just the female. She don't have to be the male too. And that's up to us to help her get there too. That's up to us to help her get there. If she feels like she have to still take both roles and a man is in the house, that man is lacking somewhere. That man is lacking somewhere if it continues to go. No, it's no handbook for parenting. You're right. There's no handbook for parenting, and everybody's going to do it differently. Everybody's going to do it differently. But you have to do it to the point where the kids are not suffering. And that's why having a strong relationship with your mate can be a positive impact on the children. If y'all build your relationship strong and your kids watching, because again, you emulate what you see. So if you are doing God knows what and you're treating your lady wrong or whatever the case may be, your kid's going to see this. Your son is going to see this. Your son is going to see this. And he's like, well, listen, I don't have to respect her either. Might even not respect his mother anymore. But let alone any other female. The other females are definitely done. If he see that you're disrespecting his mother. But if y'all got a strong relationship and the kids see the strength, they grow into stronger people. You know what I mean? It's a trust issue as far as letting the stepfather take his place, take the rightful place, you mean it? And if so, it could be a trust issue. Trust that he'll do his part, because a lot of men are not. It's sad, but a lot of men are not. And like I said, like I was just saying, she might not want to allow this man to take that place because she's not sure he could. And she's already in defense mode of her children to make sure her children are straight. So when this new guy come in, listen, ain't none of that discipline and stuff, because I don't know if you're gonna do it right. I don't know if you're going to treat my kid like I would want them to be treated. Now, like I said, it's up to us as men, if you're the stepfather, the father, whatever, to help her understand that she can let go. That she can let go. It's up to us to do that. It's up to us to do that. And it's going to be a hard road because she done been in this position for so long that she have to. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ansel. She has to be able to let go. If she don't believe in you, that you're strong enough to take that spot, she's not going to let it go. She's not going to let that spot go because she's like, if I let it go and he don't do right, I feel stupid. I'm not letting him get in that spot and he going to mess up. So it's up to us to push that. It's up to us to say, well, listen, not just say, but prove that I got this. I'm here for you. I'm your rock. You my rock. We work together. We going to get this going. But it's up to us to do that, to fill that spot, because it's messed up that it been years and years and years of men not being there. I'm pretty sure you know minimum, I'm going to say the minimum of 10 people that did not grow up with their father. That's minimum. That's not even, I'm not even going to maximum, because maximum, we be still counting. I'm pretty sure you could count 10 people right off the top of your head that grew up without their father. And their father might have been not too far away. My father was right down the block. My father was right down the block. No parts of our life. He was not a part of it. Right down the block. And then he moved 1 block over, then 2 blocks over, but he still was right there. Good morning, April. See, I'm saying that too. When you in a relationship and you never felt love from anybody, like you don't know how to receive it. You don't know how to give it. And it's crazy. I make sure, well, first of all, every night before my kids go to sleep, they get a hug, a kiss, and tell them good night, tell them I love them. My boys, even my older kids, I still tell them I love them all the time. And tell them how proud of them I am. Because everybody need that reinforcement. Not all the time, bro. But in the way you right, but in the way you not. Yeah, in a way. But see, this is how you got to learn people. You have to learn people. You know what I mean? Once you start dealing with the person, and then you're like, oh, okay, now I see that he's not right. But by that time, you probably already have feelings for him, so you still filling him out and seeing how he work with your kids. Yeah, see, I don't like yeah, I don't like that when people say, yo, stop crying. You ain't no girl, stop crying. Now, in certain situations, I'm like, yo, that I don't think that was, you shouldn't have cried for that. If you, like my boys, they get me upset sometimes where they be playing a video game and they lose. And then they start crying. What are you crying for? It's a video game. That life starts again. You can play that again. So what are you crying for with this situation? But if they hurt or something like that, they actually hurt themselves, ain't none of that, yo, you a boy, stop crying. They hurt. And they're a kid. So you have to show them that, but then still talk to them about the situation. Still talk to them about the situation so they can understand or try to learn the severity of situations. But as a kid, they're not picking up on that yet. So you're going to be trying for a while and trying to get them, oh, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, or you shouldn't do that. But who's to say? How can you tell somebody how to feel? You can't tell somebody how to feel. You said that's some TV show stuff to have a family member down the block. I don't know where you grew up, but that's a norm where I grew up. I see my friend's father walking around. I see my friend's mother walking around. We outside and they don't even speak. Walking past you like they don't see you at all. That's reality for a lot of people. That's reality for a lot of people. Exactly. That's yo. or Baltimore, well, I'm pretty sure Baltimore is rough. So you should know. You should know some people that had that kind of situation where their parent is not involved in their life, but they see their parent all the time. Especially if you grew up in the 80s and stuff like that. Like we grew up, a lot of our parents was crackheads. And still crackheads. Some of our parents are still crackheads. But they grew up using drugs and all that, and they didn't care about their kids. They didn't care about their kids. My father was right down the block. I mean, literally 5 doors down, 5, 6 doors down. Didn't come see us. So I could have been one of them people that just said, well, later for it. I ain't paying attention to my kids either. But that had a reverse effect on me. I'm like, I cannot ever in life disown my kids. I can never treat my kids wrong. I can never, because I know how it felt. It got me to the point that I'm just like, I don't even care. You know what I mean? He don't never have to speak to me, but I know what I have to do. I know what I have to do, and that's what I did. I made sure that my kids knew me 100%. All of my kids, all of them, made sure of that, because I'm not going to hurt you. I'm going to be that one that you could turn to all the time. My daughters come to me before they even go to their mother about their boyfriend problems. I make sure that you know that I'm an open book. I'm going to tell you how I feel about certain stuff, and you could be able to tell me. You could come to me anytime you want, and I'm going to listen to you, and I'm going to tell you my opinion after I listen to you. Yeah, but at the same time, spoil a child. You know how that go. You really can't. You can't do that too much. She is spoiled rotten. I love her to death too. But you can't really do that. Now, I feel like certain things. You know how we grew up Jehovah's Witness. So we didn't have birthdays and Christmas and all of that stuff. We didn't have none of that growing up. So when I got older, I introduced my children to those things so they could get a feel for it. We don't do it like most people do, but I feel that you should be happy that you made it another year. So it's not like a big celebration or nothing like that, but it's just that, I recognize, you know what I mean? I understand. And I want you to understand how important it is that you made it again. You made it a whole nother year. It's not like, oh, happy birthday. I don't feel like that. But my wife grew up like that. So I got to try to compromise somewhat to the point where, because she still feels that way. She still enjoy celebrating. So I do it to an extent. You know what I mean? I'm still me. You know what I mean? I don't feel it like she do, but, it is what it is. Okay. Now, like you said, your dad passed when you was 5, and you still knew how to show your girlfriend's love. How close were you to your mother? How close were you to your mother? Because my father, you know what I mean, he down the block. He wasn't trying to teach nothing. I've learned more from my mother. Because the love I have for her, I would want my kids to see that same love when I talk to their mother. I want them to see their mother in the same light I seen mine. So I would have to show them that she's that important. I got to show them that she's, exactly, you're real close to your mother. I know, but I just had to ask the question on air. You know what I mean? I know. And from being around your mother as much, you don't want none of your female family members to be hurt. Cause I know me. I man, listen. I've done things foul in my life and in my relationships, and we all gotta grow. You know what I mean? We all can't just automatically just be there and be perfect or close to perfect in a relationship. We all have our little ups and downs, and I messed up before, and it took me a while to grow and really understand how you should treat a woman. I did learn it from my mother, but I also learned things from other people that I really looked up to more. You know what I mean? I was more into the street life and focused more on that kind of thing, and that lifestyle is more chauvinistic, more I'm a man, this is that and that's that, and I could just, you know what I mean, I gotta conquer as many women as I can. And that lifestyle is crazy to me now. You know what I mean? But then it was like I just had to do me at the time. But once you learn all the things that you learned by being around your mother comes back, and you're like, wow, I really did somebody dirty. You know what I mean? You start feeling bad because this is somebody's sister. This is somebody's cousin, niece. This is somebody's family member. And now, if it's your baby mother, this is somebody's mother. If your mother's boyfriend treated her wrong in front of you, how would you react? How would you react? So it's like you gotta grow up and think about all of these things and how to teach your kids to be better parents, be better people, period. So when they do get somebody, they could be a better mate and a better this and a better that. Now, they still might mess up. They still might make a mistake and do something messed up, even though you done said it and drilled it and all that. They still might make a mistake, but that's their mistake to make. Hopefully it's not nothing so bad that it's that you can't recover from. You know what I mean? But some relationships, like I said, financials, then it's some people just get bored after a while. Being in a relationship for so long, they just start getting bored. And I could see that happening. But I feel like if you had a stronger foundation of why y'all even together in the first place, if y'all had a stronger foundation, I believe that the relationship would be stronger. I believe that that when things do happen bad, you can look to those certain things that's like, yo, this person is still important to me even outside of this relationship. And I wouldn't want that relationship to be messed up as well. And again, I use a lot of examples from my life because I came a long way. Now, my wife, me and her have been friends. I've known her since I was 7 years old. She lived a couple of blocks over, and we played together when we was younger. I used to go on their block. They used to come on my block. I used to have to sneak over there because my mother would have killed me. She found out I was on Lexington. But I go on her block. She come on my block. We played, you know what I mean? Because I hung with a whole bunch of boys. She hung with a whole bunch of girls. And that's how we kind of met each other. But, what's up, Randy? So it's like we were friends a long time before we started doing anything. You know what I mean? We was friends a long time before we started doing anything, before we even had conversations about even being together or anything. We all have regrets, man. We all have regrets, but you can't dwell on them. Can't dwell on them. Once you dwell on it, it's like, it's crazy. I feel sorry about a lot of things, and it's a good thing that I'm with one of the people that I hurt the most, because I have enough time to make up. I have enough time to try to reverse some of that pain. You know what I mean? So I'm able to really apologize on a daily basis, even if she don't know that's what I'm doing. But I'm able to apologize every day. So that's one good thing. But for the ones that I don't have a chance of apologizing to because I'm not with them or whatever the case may be, or I don't even see them or speak to them anymore, you know what I mean? So it's like, I am sorry, but I can't tell them now. I don't know where they at. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not even, you know what I mean? I'm not searching to even go that route. But my whole thing is, we all make mistakes. We all do things that we had no business doing, and we hurt people and everything like that. But are you man enough to change your ways and make sure that you don't do that to another person? That's the question. And sometimes that take a lot to do, because you're so deep into the nonsense that it's hard to change, to do something better. A lot of people don't like change, because even when I first started trying to fix things, in the beginning I felt like a sucker, because I'm sitting there trying hard, and I'm trying hard, and she wasn't receiving it like I thought she should receive it. And that goes to yesterday episode. Be patient. Exactly. And it's like that. That's how it is. And like I said, I'm so happy that I can change them things or work on them things now. You know what I mean? It's not over for me. And like I said, we were friends way before we became intimate. So once we started doing that, I'm like, yo, now if we break up on real bad terms, I lost a lover and a friend. And that's a lot. That's a lot, especially when there's a good friend. When sometimes you look at it like, well, maybe we shouldn't have crossed that line. Maybe we shouldn't have crossed that line, because now our friendship is in jeopardy as well. And we had a great friendship. A great friendship. So it's like, now it's a possibility that's going to be over too. And the fact that I didn't want to hurt her as a friend helped me to not want to hurt her as a lover. And you got to be patient and let it grow. It might not ever be accepted. It might not ever. But the fact that you extended that olive leaf and you said, I'm sorry, and you tried to make things better, even if it's not accepted, you got it off your chest. You shouldn't dwell on it. You said your piece. It is what it is now. It's up to that person to accept it. And like I said in previous episodes, he who angers you controls you. So now it's up to them to release that and not let that bother them. But you got it off you already. Just got to let it go. Excuse me. Just got to let it go. But not sometimes, it's a lot of times you have to move your pride. A lot of times, because we, especially men, you know what I mean, we hold our pride real tight. Like I was saying about when I started trying to fix things and make things better in my relationship, I felt like a sucker, because I'm like, yo, I'm trying. You don't see me trying. And to me, it was like going over her head. Like she didn't care. That's what I felt. You know what I mean? Didn't know that, you know what I mean? I was basically chipping away at an iceberg all that time. You know what I mean? I'm chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. But at that point in the beginning, I was using a spoon because of the fact that the reason why I said I was using a spoon because even the part was so hard where I was working at, because this iceberg was there all this time that I done built. I done built this thing for years. So now when I'm trying to get back and to break it down, it's harder. So I'm using a spoon in the beginning. But as I started working harder and trying more, my tools changed because I understood more and I know more of what it took to actually break that iceberg. I was using a spoon because of the fact that I'm like, listen, I'm just going, you know what I mean? I'm going to do what I do. I wasn't 100% in. I just was trying to, I guess, try to make it look like I was trying to do something. Like, yo, look. But that was for me. That wasn't for her. But once I got the feel of doing it for her, then it's like my tools changed. Now I'm using an ice pick. Now I see things breaking away and getting better. Okay, so now I know how to make it happen. Switch to the jackhammer. Sooner or later, that iceberg is down. I still see a little, a sheet of ice, about, I'm going to say about a couple of feet of ice still. And it's been years already. But the years that I built that iceberg, was way longer. You know what I mean? It was way longer. You know what I mean? So it takes time. It takes patience. And you can't tell a person how to feel. You can't tell a person how to feel. You can't tell a person, yo, okay, I did this, so get over it. You can't do that. It's not that serious. A lot of people say that. It's not that serious. Why you still act? You can't tell a person how to feel or when to stop hurting. If you gave them years, maybe even decades of pain, how you expect them to heal in a matter of months or a couple of years? How you expect that to happen? It don't change like that. Yes, it's very much a lot of work. Exactly. 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 She was hurt. You know what I mean? And it took a lot of work. And like I said, in the beginning, I felt like a sucker. So I'm like, yo, I'm doing all this, jumping through all these hoops and all that. But that was still the idiot part of me that wasn't really willing to change yet. I wasn't willing to change yet. So once I learned more about myself and what pain I was causing, I was able to get a little further in break away that iceberg and take away a lot of that pain. The pain don't really go away though. The pain don't go away. Yeah, she loved me to death, yo. She loved me to death, and that kind of helped me out a lot. How you doing, Chanel? I did a lot. That's why I'm saying. That's why I said the years that I built this iceberg. I built this big iceberg, and then act like it's gonna go away in a little bit of time, chiseling away at this. It's not gonna go like that. It's not Italian ice. That's an iceberg. Can't take it away with a spoon. You gotta get that jackhammer out. You gotta put that strong work in there. It ain't gonna go away that quick. If you put a lot of pain in your relationship, you caused a lot of pain in your relationship, It's going to take more than just some flowers and candy. And I'm not the flowers and candy dude anyway. You know what I mean? Especially because she don't even like flowers. So, or candy like that. I got to actually make my own candy for her. I got to make my own candy for her. I just go to the store and buying them heart candies. She hate them candies. But I got to go make some candies. I got to put that work in. You know what I mean? Even though she's not a hard person to please, but at the same time, if you hurt somebody long enough, you got to put that work in. It's not going to be easy. The pain don't never go away. They still felt that, especially when they care about you so much. When they care about you so much and you hurt them, that's a hard thing to get around. That's a hard thing to get around. So you're going to have to put that work in. Now, the pain never go away. Never go away. They might have forgave you. They might have forgave you. But that pain do not go away at all. They remember every single thing you said to them. Every single thing you did to them. They might even call out the day that you did at the time. Good morning, baby. They might even tell you the time that you did it. You know what I say? Elephants never forget. Women never forget. Women never forget. They might forgive you. They might forgive you, and they love you, and they forgive you, and your life could be great. But in the back of her head, she's like, man, I bet he won't do it again. I bet he won't do it again. Because it's like, it's not going to be like that. You know what I mean? It's not that easy. You got to put that work in, man. You got to put that work in. It's not going to be easy. Exactly. Y'all all remember everything. And that's the sad thing, Randy. A lot of us realize it too late. Realize it too late. I'm glad that she gave me, I guess you could say a sign, a warning sign that it was about to happen. And I'm glad that I paid attention enough to see that it was happening. I'm calling like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And I don't hear nothing. Like, yo, she answered the phone like, hello? And then I hear one of my kids, hey, daddy. I said, she didn't even say hi. Hold up. Next time I call, yo, what's going on? What's up? Hey, daddy. I'm like, yo, she really not speaking to me. I'm like, yo, hold up. Because I thought I was the man like that. So I'm like, she's supposed to speak to me. You know who I am? You know what I mean? Like, we've been together for so long. Like, yo, man, listen, she ain't even speaking to me? Hold up. And every time I called, the kids answered the phone. I never heard her voice. She had call ID. She knew it was me. And she did not answer, she did not speak to me. And this, I'm like, okay, that was a week went past. Okay, that was a month went past. Yo, hold up. What the is going on? That's what I'm saying. Like, but to me, that was my warning that you're really going to lose her. That's what I'm talking about, the warning. Like, oh, okay, she's not playing. She's not playing. You basically lost her right now. You got to fight back to get it back. You know what I mean? So I'm like, hold up. Every time I called for a month. Okay, a month and a half. 2 months. Now, like, okay, stop playing. Stop playing. I'm like, she didn't speak to me for 2 months. The kids was answering the phone. So I'm like, yo, this is getting serious. She not playing. Because other times when things happen, she still speak to me. I can still come to the house and chill. You know, have a little fun sometime. This time she was like, yo, she ain't even speaking to me. So I'm like, yo, okay, I see what's going on here. I need to shape up because I'm about to be shipped out. So I got my stuff together and Start apologizing, and I still wasn't in the door. I still wasn't in the door. I did not know where I was at. I'm going to tell you the truth. I didn't know where I was at. On the day that we got married, I know right now she's like, oh boy, here he go again telling this story. But on the day that we got married, I'm at the place to get married. She's not there. She's not there. Okay, everybody's there. My mother's there. I got my best man. Everybody's there. Her people's is there. She's not there. I'm like, oh my gosh. She really gonna leave me at the altar. I'm like, yo, stop playing for real. I'm calling. She not answering. I'm in the place panicking. I'm feeling crazy, stomach hurting, about to doodle on myself, everything. I'm like, I was all messed up. And I'm like, yo, she really not gonna come. Like, I really messed up. That girl's about an hour and some change late, man. Hour and change late, talking about she ain't know if she was coming. What? Yeah, man. Yo, I was done. I was done. Yo, I was done. And I'm like, yo, if I lose her, I know how hurt I'm going to be. Know what I mean? Let alone she already hurt. Know what I mean? But I'm like, yo, this is beyond me. Know what I mean? I was hurt. And I bring it up all the time. And she's like, oh boy, here he go again. He did not come, but did I show? Like, yo. I guess she had to show me, don't play with me. I guess that was the last don't play with me. I guess that's what that was. Because, like I said, 2 months of not speaking to me. Then we start getting back together to try to make things work. And then she do that. I guess that was the final, don't play with me. I know, baby. I know. 10 years in. All us what's on set the songs, baby. But my whole thing is that, oh my gosh, that was stress. That was stress. Because I know how much we talked about it in our relationship, how much that she actually wanted it. Now I finally snapped out of my stupidity. And I say, okay, I don't want to lose you. Let's do this. Blah, 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 blah. I love you too, baby. And then she said, stop playing with me. The last bit is like, yo, okay, I gotta really stop playing, because she even doing this. Like I said, this was her last stop playing with me. That's what I think that was. That was her last stop playing with me. Yes, very much stronger, man. It was like, that made me a better person and kind of brought me on to the level she was at. And I wasn't there yet, not gonna lie, I wasn't there yet, but that snapped me out of it to get me closer to where she was at. And now, like I said, we just made 10 years on the 11th. You know what I mean? We made 10 years on the 11th. We good. We really good right now. You know what I mean? And got to keep pushing. Got to keep fighting. If you really want it, you got to keep fighting. Got to keep fighting. That's what Lily was saying yesterday, that I should do the podcast inside of this marriage club group. I tried to add a link in the group, but I don't like groups where they be like, well, we gotta wait to be for them to put your post up, and they gotta decide if they're gonna put your post up. I don't like groups like that, so I might be leaving that group. But I try to tell people my experiences, because I've been through a lot on my personal journey. And as a relationship, we've been on a crazy journey too. It's way more stuff that we fought through to get here. Way more stuff that we fought through. So I can tell people some things. You know what I mean? It's some things that I could really talk about. And hopefully it will help some people. Because we've been through it. And to be where we at right now is crazy. It's really crazy. And like Tasha said earlier, she's like, yeah, you really did some other stuff, but that girl loved you. That crazy girl loved you. Yeah. She's still here. And that's what's up. Oh, yes. For you that don't know, yes, it's going to be so much more ahead. So much more ahead. I'm waiting for it because I was like, right now, it's so much greatness happening with our relationship that it can't go nowhere else but up. Especially if we keep fighting for it. If we keep fighting for it, there's nowhere else but to go up. But for y'all who don't know, 8 p.m. It's the recap. I'll tell you this. Yesterday was the first recap. And it didn't go according to plan, but it was still cool. You know what I mean? We talked about what we talked about earlier in the day. But it's the nights is different. People, the crazy people come out at night. Everybody coming home from work. They tired. They feeling a certain way. And we had a ball last night. And truthfully, right now, yesterday night episode was the most engaging episode that I had so far. So it shows that more people coming. And the crazy thing, it wasn't even really that many more people. It's just that everybody had fun and everybody was talking and everything. That's right now is my top episode right now. And that just happened last night. Okay, focus camera. So I'll be looking forward to y'all tonight. Thanks, bro. I really appreciate that. But like I said, I see y'all later on today. I don't know why this thing ain't focusing. Come on. Okay, thank you. I see y'all later on today. I appreciate y'all coming in. We could actually finish this conversation tomorrow because I didn't even get through everything I wanted to say because the conversation got so good. I didn't even get through everything I wanted to say. So this might be a part 2 tomorrow, or it might. I know the recap is not going to really focus on everything, but tonight, 8 p.m. I love to see y'all all there. And like I said, I appreciate y'all coming through and showing the love. See you on the other side.